Hey there, welcome back to another episode of Latodio, Book in Minutes, Insights for Life. I'm so excited you're here, because today we're discussing a game-changing book that has the potential to completely transform the way you approach your mornings, your productivity, and ultimately, your life. The book we're talking about is The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. Now, I know life can feel super hectic with all the demands on our time. But what if I told you that the key to unlocking your highest potential lies in the quiet moments of the early morning? That's exactly what the 5 a.m. Club is all about. In today's fast-paced world, starting the day early and intentionally can make all the difference. Sharma shows us how waking up at 5 a.m. and following a structured morning routine can set the tone for a day full of focus, productivity, and growth. This book isn't just about waking up early. It's about transforming your life one morning at a time. And that's why it's so relevant today. With distractions everywhere, the ability to control your mornings gives you an edge. Whether you're trying to boost your career, improve your health, or find more fulfillment in life, the principles in this book can help you get there. In this episode, we're going to break the 5 a.m. Club down for you. We'll start with a quick intro to the book's main concepts, then go through it chapter by chapter to explore the key lessons Sharma shares. By the end of this episode, you'll have actionable insights you can start using right away, from creating a morning routine that works for you to focusing on the things that really matter. So, let's get started. Whether you're tuning in during your morning coffee or winding down in the evening, get ready for some powerful insights that can help shape your days and your life. Let's dive in. Introduction. The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma introduces readers to a transformative morning routine aimed at maximizing productivity, focus, and personal fulfillment. Written by leadership expert Robin Sharma, the book outlines a structured approach to morning habits that help individuals harness their potential by starting their day at 5 a.m. The book's main themes revolve around personal mastery, productivity, discipline, and the power of early rising. Sharma introduces his 20/20/20 formula, a three-part strategy that divides the first hour of the day into segments for movement, reflection, and growth. By committing to this routine, readers are encouraged to tap into their victory hour for sustained success and personal development. Sharma's purpose in writing the 5 a.m. Club was to help readers escape distractions, develop habits of high achievers, and ultimately lead a life of deeper fulfillment. He demonstrates how early rising has been a common practice among top performers and explains the mental and physical benefits of the practice. The book has had a significant impact worldwide, inspiring a global community of early risers who have transformed their lives by adopting the 5 a.m. habit. Here's a chapter-by-chapter run-through of the 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. Chapter 1. A Spellbinder's Manifesto. Alright, so the book starts with a pretty dramatic setup. We meet a character called the Spellbinder. He's this charismatic, legendary speaker who's giving his final talk at a big conference. He's really magnetic and speaks with so much passion that he captivates the entire room. His message? True success and greatness aren't just about career achievements. They're about mastering ourselves and making a positive impact on the world. He hints at the importance of a solid morning routine for harnessing this potential, setting the stage for the main ideas of the book. Key takeaway: this chapter introduces us to the idea that extraordinary people build extraordinary lives through self-discipline and purpose. The Spellbinder plants the seed. An intentional morning routine could be a game changer. Chapter 2. The Struggling Artist and the Entrepreneur. Next, we meet two central characters. A struggling artist who's trying to find purpose and a frustrated entrepreneur who's dealing with burnout. Both attend the Spellbinder's talk, and they're deeply impacted by his words. They're skeptical but intrigued. Each has been struggling with self-doubt and a lack of direction. Together, they discuss their frustrations, and a spark of curiosity lights up. Little do they know, this curiosity is the beginning of their journey into the 5 a.m. Club. Key takeaway: this chapter reminds us that people from all walks of life face challenges. It's also relatable because many of us have likely felt the same search for meaning or burnout. Chapter 3. Enter the Spellbinder's Mysterious Friend. In a surprising twist, the artist and entrepreneur meet a quirky billionaire named Mr. Riley, or the spellbinder's friend. He's eccentric, a little out of the box, but he claims that rising early transformed his life. He's passionate about the power of early mornings and offers to share his knowledge if they're willing to join him on a life-changing journey. Key takeaway. Here, Sharma introduces Mr. Riley as a mentor figure. This character symbolizes how powerful people use discipline and habits to achieve a life of purpose and success. It also hints that wisdom often comes from unexpected sources. Chapter 4. Letting go of mediocrity and all that's ordinary. The characters, intrigued by Mr. Riley's wisdom, decide to accept his offer. They meet him at 5 a.m. and he begins to share his teachings, starting with why waking up early makes such a difference. Mr. Riley explains that when you rise before the world wakes up, you're gifting yourself time for self-improvement. Early mornings allow you to focus without distractions and dedicate yourself to growth, while most people are still asleep. Key takeaway. The first big lesson here is that extraordinary results come from extraordinary actions. Getting up at 5 a.m. is about taking control of your life and prioritizing what truly matters. Chapter 5. The 20/20/20 Formula, How to Make the Most of Your First Hour. Now, this is one of the most actionable chapters. Mr. Riley introduces his 20/20/20 formula, which is all about structuring that first hour of your day. The formula breaks down like this. First 20 minutes, move. Exercise to get your blood flowing, which wakes up your body and boosts brain function. Next 20 minutes, reflect. Spend time journaling, meditating, or simply being mindful. This part is all about focusing and centering yourself. Final 20 minutes, grow. Use this time to learn something new, read, watch an educational video, or listen to an inspiring podcast. Key takeaway. This formula is foundational to the 5 a.m. Club. It's a way to ensure that your mornings aren't just early but productive and purpose-driven. Chapter 6. Progressing in 1% increments. This chapter dives into the idea of making small improvements daily. Mr. Riley explains that we often overestimate what we can accomplish in a short time but underestimate what we can achieve with consistent effort. By improving just 1% each day, those small gains add up to transformative change over time. Key takeaway. Incremental improvements compound over time. Instead of focusing on massive, overnight changes, commit to steady, consistent progress. It's manageable and sustainable, and it leads to long-term success. Chapter 7. The 4 Interior Empires. Sharma presents an interesting twist on personal development here. Mr. Riley teaches that true growth isn't just about mindset, as often promoted in self-help. Instead, it involves nurturing 4 interior empires: mindset, heart set, health set, and soul set. By developing each of these areas, we create a well-rounded foundation for a fulfilling life. Mindset is about positive, empowering thoughts. Heart set is about emotional health. Health set is physical fitness and well-being. Soul set represents spiritual growth and inner peace. Key takeaway. Balancing all 4 of these elements leads to holistic success. It's a reminder that being successful on the outside begins with nurturing ourselves on the inside. Chapter 8. The Twin Cycles of Elite Performance. Here, Mr. Riley introduces the twin cycles of elite performance, the high excellence cycle and the deep recovery cycle. He stresses that working hard is important, but equally vital is time for recovery. By alternating between intense focus and deep rest, we prevent burnout and sustain high performance. Key takeaway. Elite performance isn't about working all the time, it's about finding a balance between pushing forward and resting. This concept aligns with the 5 a.m. Club because it shows how intentional rest can boost productivity. Chapter 9. The 5 Assets of the 5 a.m. Club. In this chapter, Mr. Riley discusses 5 key assets that individuals in the 5 a.m. Club gain access to. Talent, honing skills daily. Focus, using the quiet of the morning to think deeply. Energy, optimizing mental and physical energy. Time, valuing and maximizing each minute. Willpower, building discipline. Key takeaway. Waking up early grants you an edge in each of these areas, helping you stay focused and disciplined as you work toward your goals. Chapter 10. the end of a new beginning. In the final chapter, the artist and entrepreneur fully commit to the 5 a.m. habit, each finding new purpose and direction. Mr. Riley shares a final message on the importance of consistency, that greatness isn't achieved in a day, but over years of dedicated effort. He encourages them to make early rising a lifelong habit, emphasizing that even small changes, done consistently, lead to monumental transformations. Key takeaway: transformation is a journey, not a destination. By embracing the 5 a.m. routine, we align ourselves with a path that encourages growth, self-discipline, and lasting fulfillment. Final thoughts. The 5 a.m. Club wraps up with a message that waking up early isn't just about productivity, it's about taking control of our lives. Sharma's blend of storytelling and practical advice makes this book engaging and inspiring. The main lessons? The power of small, consistent changes, the importance of personal mastery, and the impact of intentional mornings. For anyone looking to break through their limitations and create a meaningful, successful life, this book offers a clear, structured roadmap to start the journey. A rundown of the most impactful takeaways from the 5 a.m. Club. 1. The power of early rising. So, the whole premise of the 5 a.m. Club revolves around waking up at 5 a.m. Sharma explains that getting up early gives you a quiet, distraction-free hour to work on yourself before the world wakes up. Imagine how peaceful and focused you'd feel if you started your day with some exercise, a little meditation, and a chance to learn something new, all before breakfast. It's about gifting yourself that precious time to set up the day right. Example: think of it like having a head start in a marathon. By starting early, you get a lead that keeps you ahead, even if life's distractions start catching up later. 2. The 20/20/20 formula, a game changer for your mornings. Sharma's 20/20/20 formula gives structure to your first hour. Here's how it goes. 20 minutes of movement. Get your blood pumping with some exercise. This could be anything from yoga to a quick jog, which wakes up your body and boosts your mood. 20 minutes of reflection. This time is for journaling, meditating, or even sitting quietly. It's about setting a calm, focused mindset. 20 minutes of growth. Use this time to learn something. Read a book, listen to a podcast, watch a TED Talk. This is your daily commitment to self-improvement. Example: picture it like fueling up a car before a long trip. By spending this hour focusing on body, mind, and learning, you're refilling your energy and setting yourself up for a productive day. 3. Small, consistent gains add up. Sharma talks a lot about the 1% rule, where he encourages small, daily improvements. Rather than overhauling your entire routine overnight, focus on getting a tiny bit better each day. These small steps may seem minor, but they compound over time to make a huge difference. Example: imagine you're learning a new language. Spending 10 minutes a day studying vocabulary may not seem like much, but over a year, that's more than 60 hours of practice. It's the small, consistent effort that eventually leads to fluency. 4. The 4 interior empires. Balance is key. This one was eye-opening. Sharma explains that personal development isn't just about mindset, we also need to nurture our heart set, emotions, health set, physical health, and soul set, spirituality. Each of these empires plays a role in creating a well-rounded, fulfilled life. It's about taking a balanced approach to growth so that we're not just smart or healthy but emotionally and spiritually fulfilled too. Example: think of it like a table with 4 legs. If one leg is missing, the table is unstable. By working on all 4 areas, you create a stable foundation for personal growth. 5. The importance of recovery cycles. Here's something we don't always think about. Recovery is just as important as hard work. Sharma explains that the most productive people don't just push themselves constantly, they also prioritize rest and recovery. It's the concept of working in cycles, periods of intense focus followed by rest, to prevent burnout and sustain high performance. Example: imagine you're an athlete. You wouldn't train hard every day without a rest day, right? Without recovery, your muscles wouldn't have a chance to repair and grow. The same goes for mental energy. Taking time to rest actually helps you perform better in the long run. 6. Discipline leads to freedom. One of the most thought-provoking insights is that discipline actually creates freedom. It might sound counterintuitive, but when you're disciplined about your time and habits, you gain more control over your life. Instead of reacting to everything, you're proactively managing your energy and focus. Example: it's like budgeting your finances. When you're disciplined with saving and spending, you end up with more financial freedom. In the same way, being disciplined with your time gives you the freedom to focus on what truly matters without constantly feeling stressed or overwhelmed. 7. Surround yourself with uplifting people. Throughout the book, we see the power of having mentors and supportive people around you. Sharma emphasizes that the people we surround ourselves with have a huge impact on our mindset and goals. Finding a community, even if it's virtual, can help keep you motivated and inspired. Example: think about working out with a friend or joining a group with similar goals. Their energy and commitment make it easier to stay consistent. In the same way, being part of a 5 a.m. club could make you feel more accountable and encouraged. 8. Embrace the hero's journey. Sharma describes the journey to self-mastery as a hero's journey. Like the heroes in myths, we each have struggles and challenges that test us. But these hardships are what build character and resilience. He encourages us to embrace the discomfort that comes with growth because that's what makes the transformation real. Example: it's like training for a marathon. Every practice run may feel hard, but each challenge makes you stronger, helping you reach your goal. In the same way, facing challenges in life helps you develop into the best version of yourself. 9. Living with purpose. Finally, Sharma stresses the importance of finding a sense of purpose. Rising early and building habits are part of a larger goal to live a life with meaning and impact. By dedicating your mornings to intentional growth, you're building a life that's not just about personal success but also about contributing to others. Example: imagine volunteering or mentoring someone in your field. It's fulfilling not just because it helps others, but because it gives you a purpose beyond just making money or achieving goals. That sense of purpose is what makes the early mornings and discipline worthwhile. These lessons from the 5 a.m. club aren't just about getting up early, they're about creating a lifestyle that aligns with our best selves. The book makes it clear that real success is about balancing work and growth, valuing time, and living with intention. It's a commitment, but one that, according to Sharma, leads to a truly fulfilling and extraordinary life. Thanks for tuning in to Litodio. If you enjoyed this summary and want to keep expanding your reading list with quick, engaging insights, be sure to hit that follow button, subscribe, and share with friends who love books as much as you do. We'd love to hear what you thought of today's episode, so feel free to leave a comment. We'll link to the book in the description. Until next time, stay curious.